What's going on, everybody? I'm Josh. Welcome to Beyond the Veil here on the Everything Paranormal Show, where we're going to do some readings and maybe some contacting of spirits with dowsing rods and tarot cards and maybe even pendulum. So welcome. I hope you guys are having a good Sunday. And so I'm looking forward to the show, looking forward to talking with you guys. Hopefully we'll get a good amount of people in chat and we get some requests. I look forward to it. So I know I was a message earlier from Tara, who was wanting to get a reading. So she should probably pop in there. And of course, my wife's watching. She may not be able to interact much. She's working on her nails. So because she's got like past nail tech type training and experience, so she's working on her own nails. All right, just getting out my tarot cards here. Let's go ahead. I'm going to bring you all down here so we can start doing a little bit of fun stuff. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. All right, so let's get my tarot box out of the way. All right. How are you folks doing Sunday? I know it's a lot going on in the world like usual, right? Again, God bless the folks over there overseas in the Ukraine and Russia conflict. God bless all the innocent people involved in there. So may we find some resolutions that may happen there. So some peaceful resolutions. Okay, so while we're waiting for people to come in and come into the chat, while we're waiting on some requests, I like to start out and do a good daily reading for tomorrow. So if you're watching this video, this is going to be a daily reading. Matt, what's going on? I see him in the chat. Everything's going fine. So I hope everything's going well. I hope you're still recovering well. There's Tara. So I know Tara had a request before she was talking about. So Tara, just make sure you remind me of all the details of the reading you want. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and do a daily reading. So if you're watching this message is for you. This message was meant for whoever watches this video. Okay? So Tara, I'm going to ask, could you please give us some guidance on anybody that watches this video? Can you please give everyone who watches this some guidance on tomorrow, which is Monday? Can you give everybody some guidance for tomorrow? All right, here we go. And I like this right here. Okay, this one for sure. And what's one going to pop out? Oh, right here, starting to pop out. Okay, so we have for our main card tomorrow, we are looking at the Five of Cups. All right, I know it looks a little bleak, but we'll see. But we have the Knight of Pentacles. So I know the green screen cut out the background, but the Knight of Pentacles. All right. And that's actually a very positive card for this is going to be our clarifier. Okay. So, yeah, Matt said he's still sore. He just had some surgery. So said he's still sore, but he's getting better. So that's good. All right. So let's look at the Five of Cups. Now, folks, I always like to, you know me, I always like to read you guys the meanings of everything. Let's see. I just got to find the cups here. You'd think I'd have this right to it now almost, but okay, here we go. So the Five of Cups means that you have a disappointment you must accept. Hidden possibilities have not revealed themselves yet. Okay, so disappointment and sadness from loss. Again, this is a disappointment that you must accept tomorrow. Hidden possibilities have not revealed themselves yet. All right, now the Knight of Pentacles. This might cheer you up a little bit, okay? And the reason is because this is to me, this has always been a positive card. in a way, but the Knight of Pentacles for a clarifier means it is time to take decisive action that leads to concrete results. Okay? Find the solution and act on it. So remember, we have some hidden possibilities that haven't been shown yet. So what does this mean? I'm going to show you what this means. Okay? So tomorrow, what I'm feeling for everybody is, look, here's your main card, right here. And this is your main card. And this is saying that you're going to face probably some kind of disappointment, or you may face a disappointment tomorrow. But don't despair, because there's some other basically options or some other things that have not revealed themselves. And the clarifier is saying it's the time to act on the new solution. Okay, so there's definitely some good possibilities. All right. So remember, don't be discouraged, even though, yes, you will feel disappointment, but don't let it get you down, because you got time to act on it. Okay, right here. You will act on some possibilities. So very positive in that sense. Okay. So hopefully you guys, so again, if you watch that, that means that's the message for you. It's the right message. That's probably why a few of you clicked off, because I had more viewers before I did the daily message, and everybody's like, I don't want to see it tomorrow. Then I don't want to see it. That's a joke, but it's probably true. Some people are afraid of certain fortunes and whatnot. So, but Tara, I know you were talking about you were wanting a reading. Oop, I'm just dropping cards because I'm not even paying attention. I'm looking up at the chat. But Tara, you were wanting to possibly have, is there a baby? Okay, that's right. I remember you. Okay. Is there a baby in your future? All right. So let's clear this energy here. Okay, I already gave it a good shuffle. So as I shuffle this way, we're going to ask Tara. Tara Kazarowski is wanting to know, is there a baby in her future? What is her maternal outlooks looking like? All right. All right. There we go. I'm going to cut the deck. And it's telling me to put the deck back like this. Go ahead and do the spread. Okay. And these two jumped out to me. This is the two that jumped out to me. Okay. So right now we're looking at the Four of Cups. And for clarifier, look at that, the Knight of Pentacles, which means that we have some clarification on time to act on the solution. So let's take a look. This is usually kind of rest and meditation. So I have an idea of what this is going to be, but I'm going to read this to you so that way maybe something. The reason why I like to read these to you guys, because one, I don't like to memorize the exact meanings of every single one. But also sometimes you guys hear something in the technical meaning that may strike home with you as well. And I give you my gut feeling of what I feel. So the Four of Cups is fine. It's fine some time to meditate, or at least rest. Your emotions need soothing. So this is more of rest and meditation. And of course, we just read this. This is saying that it's time to act on that solution. So, so Tara, if you're looking at whether or not to have a baby in the future, this almost seems like two opposing cards. So I want to clarify this. Okay. This is kind of saying to meditate and rest, soothe your emotions. And this is saying it's time to act on solution. So what this really means, and again, this is where my intuition from what I see here, and what this is telling me is you may not want to push it. You may not want to push the idea to your partner about having a baby, but take it natural. Just take your emotions down a notch, relax, make it an enjoyable process and act on it. So now is the time to start trying to have a baby. That's what this is saying. is now's the time for that solution. But again, make sure that you are keeping your emotions in check. That's what that rest and meditation really means. See, he's chilling. The person on the car is just kind of resting, meditating with the cloud, bringing a cup there. Again, relax, chill. Because sometimes when people want to have a baby, they get really worked up. They get a lot of stress. And actually the opposite happens. It makes it harder to have a baby. So relax, be natural, and act. Okay? So hopefully that helps you. Hopefully that helps you. And it sounds more like a now. Like when you said, is it in my future or now? It sounds like it could be now. So there you go, Tara. I hope that helps you. And G, hey man, may I please have a reading on how the trip with Kevin will go? All right. G, did you want to use a first name? That might help. Names always help for the spirits to be a little more accurate. Okay. So G, if you could give us a first name. If not, that's understandable. We can try to do what we can, and I can ask with your username. Sometimes, yes, like a first name. You don't have to. Again, G, you don't have to. It just always helps to be more accurate. I always try to give the best accurate reading I can. Mary? Okay, Mary. Fair enough. So, Tarot, could you please give some guidance on Mary and let Mary know how the trip with Kevin will go? Now, again, I don't know anything about your life, so I'm just going to read you the cards on what Tarot thinks. So, Tarot, thank you for that. Here we go. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me cut the deck. Hey, getting ahead of myself. Okay. Here, here, and here. Okay. Okay. And right now, these two cards here are what call to me. Okay, so the first thing is going to be the Six of Pentacles, and then the clarifier is going to be the Three of Wands. So again, I'm going to read to you what these mean. So the technical meaning of the Six of Pentacles is share your wealth and success. Be grateful for what you have achieved. So this is sharing wealth and a valued role in the community. And number three, this is the Three of Wands. This is the clarification. So this is going to help to also work in conjunction with that first main card. Okay. So the Three of Wands means that the path is clear. You need to invest your time and energy to succeed. So this is also associated with adventure and optimism. So that is a great clarifier because you're talking about going on a trip with someone. And this is talking about an adventure and positive. Okay, so, and this is the clarifier. So this is talking about sharing your wealth and things like that. Again, it doesn't always have to, it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to share your wealth, as in maybe this is a chance for you to pay for some of the trip if you want to look at it from a technical standpoint, Mary. But this also really means that to share, your wealth as far as what you have an abundance of. Do you have an abundance of love for this individual? Maybe you're going to share an abundance of love with this individual. And again, the clarifying is this is an adventurous trip, optimism. So yes, you will have a good trip with Kevin as long as you share what you have in abundance, which may be money, maybe love, whatever you have in abundance, share with Kevin, and it's going to be a great trip. Okay, so I hope that helps, Mary. I hope you have a good trip. All right. Those are some good cards for a trip like that. I mean, I love when cards even specifically tell you, like right there, like when you're wanting to know about a trip and it tells you, about an adventurous trip, journey, and stuff. It's awesome. So thank you. I really hope that you enjoy the reading. And, if anybody if any of you enjoy the reading that we do or that I give, even if you don't donate or tip, I don't care. That's fine. The biggest thing you can do for me is just share. Just share the channel, subscribe. If you watch on YouTube, share, like, and subscribe, and come back, hit that notification bell so whenever I'm going live. That way, if you want more readings in the future, come back. Absolutely. I like repeat customers. When I say customers, I mean you guys, my family, my chat family. So, all right. Thank you for your time in the reading. Yes, absolutely. All right. So, again, if anybody else has any requests, again, the Dowsing Rods and for contacting spirits. If you have any loved ones or people that you want to reach, we can try to do that for passing messages, stuff like that. And of course, the tarot cards for readings. So I'm actually going to, never mind. I'm going to talk to Monica. Monica J, hello. Question. I woke up this morning with my Cancer X strong on my mind. It was random and very overwhelming. I've been wanting to reach out all day. Should I contact or should I wait? I woke up this morning. Cancer X strong on my mind. So can you clarify a little bit? Are you trying to contact someone that passed away? Like, was it an ex that passed away to cancer? I mean, if you want to clarify, that would help. And usually when people ask if they should they contact or should they wait, a lot of times I do like to say that there may be a reason why you're here. Why are you watching the stream? And like it's almost like you might have been drawn to this. So the question is, should I contact or should I wait? Chances are you're probably here to make contact with someone. So if you want, we can get the Dowsing Rods and we can make contact with who you're trying to. Okay, no, he's live. Cancer. Okay, Cancer is a zodiac sign. So with my Cancer X strong on my mind. Should you contact? I get it. So when I hear people talk about contact, when I hear people talk about contact, I'm always thinking that they want to know about contacting spirits. So I apologize. Okay, so it literally feels like a weight on my chest. So this is from what I'm gathering. So is this like an ex that you're wondering, should you contact? Are you asking, should you contact, like rekindle an old romance? Do you want like a rekindling of it? Like, is that what you're really trying to wonder, is should you reach back out to your ex and try to get something going again? Is that, or that's kind of what I'm getting. So, because if that's the case, we can go to tarot here and see what it says. Okay, so let's just find out. I got it, Monica. All right. So let's clear this energy here. The last one. Let's give you a good shuffle here. Okay, tarot. Should Monica J in the chat there? Could you give us some guidance regarding the relationship she's referring to with her ex? Can you give us some guidance on what she should do regarding her ex? Okay. We'll cut the deck. And it looks like this here. Okay, this one really was strong on that one. Okay. Let's find out, shall we? So we have the Ace of Pentacles, and we have, for clarifier, the Knight of Swords. All right, so I'm going to talk about this right now. So the Ace of Pentacles, give me one second here. Now is the time to start something that will be real in the world. Okay, this is investment and getting started. So the symbolism of this is basically a single pentacle is basically offered to humanity by a divine hand, representing the potential to shape and manifest outcomes in the material world. Okay. Now, to clarify that, we have the Knight of Swords. All right. Now, this could also give us a lot more understanding, and that's why we have a clarifier. Okay, Monica. So this means use clear headed and logical thinking to achieve your goals and be decisive. This is clarity and decisiveness. So, really, what this is telling me right now is that regards to your ex, this is saying to bring something to fruition. Okay, bring something that's not there and make it there. Okay, and use that with clear and precise decisions. Okay, so don't be wishy washy. Don't kind of hem and haw around, if that makes sense to you. But, this is the time. Yes, maybe you should look at, something before. But again, don't be timid. This is the time to make clear decisions regarding that past relationship. And again, this might be something that it doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to go somewhere, but this is the time that's saying yes, you can try to materialize it, but you have to be clear and make decisive decisions. Don't be timid. Don't sit there and think, well, maybe this, maybe that. No, be yes and no. Be very decisive, and yes, maybe try to reach out to him, and see what materializes. And it may materialize because this is the time to do it. All right, Monica. So I hope that makes sense, and that's what Tarot is suggesting. So I hope you like it. I hope that was. I hope that's what you were looking for. Maybe not, but and that might be when you're talking about when you woke up and you had that weight on your chest and you were thinking about that. Um, Again, sometimes there are certain signs, especially when you woke up and you're thinking about stuff, and you may had that pressure. Could have been a spirit trying to give you that sign. And of course, with tarot telling you, hey, now's the time to maybe make something materialize, but be decisive about it. Okay, it's kind of like no longer is the time to be kind of in the wind or in limbo. Now's the time to be decisive and look at materializing something. Okay. Um, Only reason I asked, Tara was saying that only reason I asked is because I was wanting to know if I was now. Yeah, that's called a pregnancy test. That would be more suited for that. But it's possible, giving your reading, Tara, given your reading, that I mean, it was saying pretty much like to rest, meditate, and now could be the time, right? But yes, Monica, I hope that definitely clarifies it for you. All right, so good. I'm glad. It seems like everybody's getting some. Christine, hi. How are you? Yes, you may ask a question. Absolutely, absolutely. All right, I'll clear that energy here. All right, we just wait. You know what? I did not start music today. We need to start our background music. I knew we were missing something. There we go. I wasn't feeling the full zen of doing the readings today. The full zen. I was like, man, something seems a little off, but there we go. Now we got our music. All right. Good. And you. Does the Sagittarius have feelings or interest towards me? So, Christine, does S have feelings towards me. Now, is there an individual? Is that the first name start with S, or do you not want to give their name? I just always like to know. Again, we just want to be as specific as we can, because I can ask and find out what are his feelings toward me. I guess he's an interest. Okay. And then Salvatore? Salvatore? Okay. So does Salvatore have feelings towards you? Well, let's find out. Shall we? All right. So I cleared the energy, and we're going to give you a good shuffle here as well. Okay. Tarot, let me focus this energy here. Tarot, Christine would like to know if Salvatore has feelings toward her. Could you please let us know that? Okay. What is her relationship with Salvatore? Okay. Here we go. Cut the deck. Okay. And I just cut and I restack whatever I have, whatever intuition, just to let you know. And this one and this one popped out. Okay. Again, same thing with intuition. When I spread the deck, certain cards will separate themselves and I feel drawn to them. And these are the ones that are drawn. So right now we have an 8 of Swords. And we have a 10 of Swords. Wow. All right. So let's see let's dissect this. And I'm going to let you know again, I always like to read you the technical definitions of these. That way you guys know I'm not just making stuff up. But this is a technical definition. So the 8 of Swords is restrictions to your thinking. Often self-imposed, you need to address and break a pattern of negative thinking. Okay? So trapped and restricted. All right, now we're going to go to the 10 of Swords, which means a warning card indicating that you need to accept that a situation or relationship is ruined and it is time for you to move on. So this is saying that sometimes maybe you're getting in your own way. Okay, you're sort of trapped in some of your thoughts. So maybe the Salvatore, maybe you're holding yourself back. The clarifying is that it could be ruining the relationship, and in that sense. So it a lot of times it's your own mental status that's holding you back. Sometimes people get a little reserved, they get scared, they get nervous about some things. Maybe they're nervous about relationships, and they kind of start getting reserved. They start getting defensive, and they mentally start shutting certain things off, and that can ruin a relationship. Okay, so my advice is if Salvatore is to work out for you, then I think you need to get past your own headspace and open yourself up with your mind and go for it. Then I think that's what's holding this back. Okay, so I hope that makes sense, Christine. I hope that makes sense. I don't know you, I don't know your situation, but I hope that tarot is giving you the cards that you need. Okay. You never know, especially when I don't know you guys in chat. I never know what tarot's going to give you guys in cards. And a lot of times you guys are like, oh, that makes sense, And sometimes the truth isn't always what you want to hear. Sometimes it's like, oh, I don't want to hear that. But, sometimes it's good to hear that. That way what might be holding you back from moving forward. Kathy Seal, hi. I did see you pop in the chat there. Again, if you guys have any requests, if you want to have any readings, or if you want to contact any spirits, hello from Holland. How's it going? Now, I don't know your name because it just says Facebook user. So whenever people don't do the permissions on there, I just see Facebook user. So just wanted to share that with you. So I apologize if I didn't shout out your name. But hello from Holland. And hello from Tennessee. So, yes, the great mystical Tennessee. Yes. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. It's a little chilly here, a little cloudy, a little cast over, but Thought I'd come on here. My name is Monique. Yes, I have a question. Absolutely, Monique. Absolutely. We welcome questions here. As long as they're all positive. I did have a guy last night that came in here in the chat and he was trolling me. Didn't like that. That was pretty mean. We don't like negativity here. Try to have white light and positive stuff. Okay, I like to ask what I have to do next Thursday. Okay. Is this, let me just ask you this. So next Thursday, is this like a business type of thing? Is it a relationship? Can the cards give advice? So I always like to ask, again, for next Thursday, is this like for your job? Is this relationship stuff? A trip? Can you at least give me an idea so I always trying to give you something as accurate as I can. Yes, for business for next Thursday. Okay. Is this a trip or a meeting or a proposal? Is there anything you want to add to it to make it even better? Because again, I always like to try to give the best possible reading. So whenever we ask tarot for guidance, the more specific we can get, the better. All right, we'll give you a good shuffle. I want to go ahead and clear the previous energy. I want to start a business of my own, but I was asked for a job also. I personally have been faced with this a few times in life, and I have chose a few different paths. So let's see what tarot has to say about it. Awesome. All right. So Monique would like to know, Monique would like to know, she would like some guidance on whether she should take a job or start a business of her own next Thursday. So, Tarot, could you please give us your guidance? All right, let's cut the deck. Okay, this is telling me to go here. This is saying go here. Okay. Okay. And right here, these two pop out to me. All right, so first, here we go. Looks like the Three of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. All right, so Three of Pentacles. Now, again, I like to read to you guys the exact meaning. So this is hard and consistent work is what need to succeed and push forward. So this is creativity and teamwork. Okay, so that's cool. That kind of goes toward what you're looking at. Now, Page of Wands, let's clarify this. So the Page of Wands means that you have a lot of excitement, but you need to find some focus. Okay, so this is enthusiasm and creativity. All right, so if you notice, both cards are part of creativity. And again, so the Three of Pentacles, it's just like I was just talking to you about, Monique. This is talking about hard and consistent work is what's needed to succeed and push forward. So again, both of them talk about creativity. So whatever line of work you're doing, if it's more toward the creative side to do your business, I would say that this is more of leaning toward that. If taking a job that has more creativity, that means that you should take that. You may want to consider taking that job, especially if there's a team involved, teamwork. That's what all of these cards are really talking about. So if you look at this, you can see the artwork for there, right? And you can see here. And of course, I like to show you the other artwork for your clarifier right here, which is again, making those decisions creatively. Okay. So I hope, Monique, that this helps you out. So again, I'm not sure of your choices on the business or the job, but if starting your own business is more creative, then this is saying, hey, that's what you need to do. Make those decisions, go for it. Okay. If your other job is maybe more creativity wise, then yes, go for the employment. Okay. So I hope that helps you, Monique. All right. And Kathy says, and again, if you guys like all these readings, if you like what we do here, just share and subscribe. That's all I ask. Pass the message along, right? And hit the notification bell, hit notify all. That way, you know every time we go live, and you can come back for more readings. Kathy says, could you contact Pamela Purdy for me, just for a general message for me? Absolutely. Let's see what we can do. Now, there's no guarantee. Again, there's no guarantee. Okay. This is for my spirit guide. Spirit guide, could you please step forward and could you please cross the rods and let us know that you're here, please? Okay, good strong cross. Thank you for that. And could you please straighten the rods out, please? Okay, thank you. A lot of energy today. Must have had a good rest. All right. So Pamela Purdy, or Kathy Seal, is trying to contact Pamela Purdy. Spirit guide, could you please find Pamela Purdy for me, and please bring her forward. Could you please bring her forward so she can talk to Kathy Seal, please? Can you bring Pamela forward? Pamela, if you're here, could you please cross the rods and let us know that you're here, please? Okay, we're getting across. So, Pamela, this is here. Okay, thank you for that. Can you please straighten the rods, please? Okay, and Kathy is here with me, and she has a message. Pamela, do you also have a message for Kathy? Okay, you do have a message. Okay, can you please straighten the rods back out for confirmation, please? Straighten them back out. All the way out. Thank you. Thank you, Pamela. Okay, and is this a message of love? Can you please cross the rods? Okay. Do you have a maybe an apology message? Okay. Okay, so the message I'm getting from Pamela, Kathy, is that she is just sending an apology message. So sometimes spirits, you can straighten the rods, please. Thank you. Sometimes spirits can feel bad if they passed away, or maybe there was still something between, there was just something that needed closure. So sometimes they offer that apology. Kathy, if you're still there, is what message could you let me know what message you'd like to pass to her, please? Just try to give her a second here. I know sometimes this can be emotional for people, so I understand that. Just try to, get your question in here if you can, please. Let me know. Or your message. What message would you like me to pass on to Pamela? I don't know if we lost Kathy. All right, Pamela. Just Kathy was here. Okay. Pamela, I just want to say thank you so much for coming forward and talking with us. Not sure where Kathy went. Maybe we lost her. She might have, her phone or something. But Kathy, if you're watching, if you come back on here, we might be able to get you back in here. and we might be able to get Pamela back on. Pamela, we're going to try to reach Kathy for you. So Pamela, thank you so much for coming forward and talking with us. I'm going to end the session for now. Okay, thank you for that. Oh, nice. Okay, so sorry about that. I don't know what happened with Kathy. Sometimes it can be very emotional when we do contact somebody. And you're very welcome, Monique. Yes, and Terry Lynn's on here. Yes, please. Can you also contact persons? Yes. Wow. Okay. Hello, Tia Richards. Can I ask also a spirit? Yes. May I have a reading? Sure can. He'll be right with you, hon. Okay. So, Tia, let's do your reading, and then we may look at coming back to Monique. I believe it was Monique. And yes. Jada just liked and subscribed. Thank you so much. Cheryl Parsons, hi. Can you please try for me? I can. I got a few people right now, but we will definitely. I always try to get to everybody. I don't like to rush through and just give you guys yes and no's. I try to give you guys quality because I always hate when other people do yes, no, and they just rush through. Okay, let's get on with it. Tia Richards, you wanted a reading. Tia, so if you're here, could you please let us know what you'd like us to read for? Is it like work, money, relationships? Could you give us some kind of idea of what you would like us to read? Do this deck here. Yeah, Monique, you want to try to reach specifically out to a spirit. All right. And yes, Jada, we will definitely, again, everyone that gets your request in, I will definitely get to you. Just hang out, hang tight, because I usually have to ask you questions, so try to be a standby. And if I don't get a response after a while, I usually have to move forward. So again, Tia Richards, I'm definitely giving you here we go. Money, relationship, and guidance. Okay, well, it's kind of hard to do all of that, but we will look at what's more important. How about money or relationships? That sounds like an ethical question. What's more important? But no, what would you really like to know more? Is finances a little more concern, or is relationships? Can you timestamp mine? I ask if me and Tula reconcile. Yeah, I mean, I can do the reading for you since you did provide a couple names. I'll do that for you, and just go back on the replay. So awesome, Jada. Thank you so much. Both Scorpios. Okay. But Tia, yes, if possible, let me know, is money or relationship? Because I always like to be specific as much as we can. But I like to ask tarot specific, that way tarot can give you the best guidance. And when you say like money and relationships, those are kind of two different things. Okay, relationships. All right, here we go. So tarot, could you please, Tia Richards was wanting to have some guidance on relationships. Okay. I'm assuming maybe romantic relationships in her life, or him, I guess. But could you please help us out with that? Thank you so much. Here we go. Now that we focus the energy into the deck, here we go. This one and this one for sure here. All right, so it looks like the King of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Okay, now, Tia, I like to, again, read you guys what these officially mean, and then I'll give you my interpretation. So the King of Cups is accept and embrace your responsibility for the care of others as a way to be empowered and lead. So this is influential and responsible. That's really what this card represents. Now, for this 7, the Seven of Swords, this is going to give us the clarification on that. Okay, so the Seven of Swords means that it's time to take your ideas and thoughts elsewhere. You may need to do so quietly and secretly. So this is like secretly and stealth. You have the King of Cups, which is accepting responsibility to take care of others. So it's influential and responsible. So I know that may sound kind of odd, but so what you're going to have to look at for your relationship guidance is you're going to have to look at, caring for others, using your influence, being responsible in your relationship stuff. So in other words, you don't want to just run out and like just go date. And there is going to be a little bit of stealth involved in this. So I'm not sure if this is telling me that, maybe somebody else likes you right now. Maybe somebody is currently wanting to be with you, but maybe you need to kind of, I hate to say this, but date people responsibly, but maybe not let that person know that you're dating because you don't want to hurt that person's feelings. I guess, again, I'm just going by what the cards are telling me. I'm not sure what's going on in your life, but it just seems like there might be somebody in your life that's why this is saying you may have to move on quietly or stealthily. So this is saying that obviously you may have to go and just do your thing without letting that other person really know, so to speak. Again, and I know sometimes people may talk about this like maybe it's the right to cheat. I'm not saying that if you're in a relationship to cheat. I never say that. I don't never agree with any kind of cheating. But this is just saying to me, the clarifier is like you're going to have to do. There may be somebody in your life. So if that makes sense to you, if there is somebody possibly in your life that may like you, or maybe even they secretly like you. But in this case, your influence and your care for others will help you in your relationship. Okay, and let's see here. So I hope that helps. I do. All right. Let me go back here. So we had Tia. All right, and if for some reason I accidentally go out of order, please don't get mad. All right, and we had Cheryl Parsonage. Can you please try for me? Cheryl, I lost someone close. Okay. Is it Cheris? Is it Cheris Pendergrass? And like some sort of reading of where my life is going in general. So it's going to be hard to do multiple things for people because we do kind of have a waiting list a little bit. So again, I'm always happy to come back around if you guys want more. I just want to at least give everybody an opportunity to at least, get some kind of reading or contact. So Cheryl, if you'd like me to contact someone or the reading, whichever one is something that you like, please let me know real quick. And I'm more than happy to do that for you. And let's see. And then after Cheryl, looks like we're going to do the Jada. We'll do that reading for her about, or not, I don't want to say her, but I'm bad. If I say her or him, guys, sorry. I'm very just quick with my mouth on that. But Jada, we're going to ask if Jada will get back, if Jada and Tulu will reconcile. So Cheryl says reading right now. Okay. All right. So Cheryl, you wanted to know where your life is going in general. Okay. Let's just see what. Let's see what Tarot has to say. Go to the deck. Tarot, Cheryl Parsonage would really like to know some guidance on where her life is headed right now going into the future. Where is her life? Just some overall guidance. All right, Tarot. Thank you for that. Cut the deck. Okay. There are lots of possibilities, but these two stand out. right, Cheryl. So we have the King of Swords. And we have the Three of Pentacles. Again, a couple common cards. But again, I like a couple common cards today. It's pretty funny how we shuffle and then certain cards are kind of reoccurring. So that's pretty neat. You know, that really just tells us we've got. So for your going in, the guidance for your overall life going into the future means that you're going to oversee the decision and do not need input from others. Make your own choice and inform everyone else once you have decided. You may be called to negotiate a dispute. So the final decision maker and judge. And then to clarify that, we have the Three of Pentacles, all right, which means that this is hard and consistent work is what is needed to succeed and push forward. Creativity and teamwork. So this is really cool. So Cheryl, I'm not sure if what this means in your life, but what this is telling me is this is saying, look, you don't need to consult with others when it comes to making decisions in the future. This is saying, do it. Make the decisions. The clarity is hard work. The hard work is the driving force in the future. This is the clarity. This is the hard work that you're going to put in. And of course, it doesn't mean you're going to go solo. This means some teamwork. You're going to need to use some teamwork in the future. You want to use that also. But this is just saying you're probably going to be like a leader type. And when you are involved in projects where there's people around, yes, you want to use teamwork, but you don't necessarily need to rely on a council. You can make the decisions and then tell everybody, hey, this is a decision I made. Let's go forward. Okay. So hopefully, Cheryl, I hope that helps you in your life. I hope that fits you. If you're a leader type of individual, then that definitely fits you. So that's awesome. All right. Let me go back here. We said we're going to do Jada here. Jada wanted to know about if Jada and Tulu are going to reconcile. Okay. So let's ask for guidance from Tarot. We're going to give a shuffle. I'm just going to go ahead and clear the energy from the previous session. Okay, Tarot, is Jada and Tulu, are they going to reconcile? Could you give us some guidance on their relationship, please? Jada and Tulu. Okay. Cut the deck. And this is telling me to do this. I like these two right here. Okay. Okay, Jada, we have the Two of Swords and we have the Five of Cups. Again, another card we've seen. It's crazy, like we've seen today. All right, so our Two of Swords means that be at peace with your decisions. Do not look back or revisit decisions that brought you to this point. Again, and then the Five of Cups, this is going to be our clarifier. So this is important as well. You need to pay attention to how the clarifier is going to do for this. So your Five of Cups means that you have disappointment. You must accept hidden possibilities have not revealed themselves yet. So again, what this is telling me, Jada, is that this is your main card right here, the one in the center, and then this is your clarifier. So, but this to me, what I'm feeling is that maybe you shouldn't reconcile, okay? Because there's disappointment and there's some hidden possibilities that maybe you just haven't seen yet. So this is saying, look, don't look back. Be good with the decisions from before. And I know maybe your heart is saying maybe you want to reconcile. But in all honesty, Tulu, however you pronounce the name, I apologize. But this is saying don't look back. Be good with that decision. And this is saying, because again, there is some disappointment and there's some hidden possibilities that you just don't know yet. All right. So I hope that helps you. I really do, Jada. sometimes people will ask if they should get back together with exes, and the cards will say no, but then they keep wanting to know that. They keep wanting to ask different, people. And it's like they want to know that they want to keep asking until they get the answer that they want. But the cards are usually trying to tell you something. So, okay, so we had Jada, and then we had done the Tia. Let's see, Jada. Again, if I skip anything, I apologize. Okay, Succubus OCD. Hi, Kathy. Hi, when will I meet my future husband? Okay, so Kathy, you disappeared on us. I know we were talking to Pamela, and she I hope you heard the message that she did pass along. I hope that made sense. And I was trying to find out if you had a message for Pamela when we had her on the rods. So I'm glad to see that you made it back. Okay, am I skipping anybody yet? I know we had a few more people that had some second stuff. I think Monique maybe had another request in here. And we had Allie. Oh, yeah, Allie. So my mom's name is Allie. My dad's name is Albert. Okay, did she have... I'll ask my mom or my dad, do they have a message for me? Oh, I will ask my mom or dad if they have a message. Oh, I got you. So your parents. Okay. All right. And okay. And is the Facebook user the one asking for their parents? Is that Monique? Because again, all I see is I just see Facebook user. So on some of them, on some of the ones on Facebook that don't do the permission thing. But some of you, so Cheryl says it makes a lot of sense. So that's good. Again, folks, I don't know your life. So I just do what the tarot, I just read from whatever the tarot does. And if it makes sense to you, that's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. Okay, so I guess yes is probably Monique. Okay, so we're gonna see if Monique. Okay. Yeah. Spirit guide, could you please cross the rods? Let us know that you're here to help us out. Thank you for that. Okay, can you please straighten the rods, please? Straighten the rods. Okay. Monique would like to know if there's a message from her parents, Allie or Albert. Could you please let us know? Could you find out, or could you find them and bring one of them forward if they have a message? So Allie or Albert, is one of you here? Could you please cross the rods and let us know if you're here to deliver a message? Please cross the rods together, please. Okay. Monique's mother or father, Allie or Albert, could you please come forward? Could you just please come forward, even if you don't have a message for it? Could you please come forward and communicate with us? Could you please cross the rods and let us know that you're here, please? Okay, Allie or Albert, Monique's parents. Could one of you please come forward and cross the rods? Let us know that you're here, please. We just want to talk. Monique would just like to talk. Monique's here. Okay, as spirit guide, was you able to locate one of her parents? Okay. So the spirit guide, my spirit guide is saying yes, he was able to locate one of your parents. Okay, can you please straighten the rods, please? Okay. Are they available to talk right now? Is one of them available to talk? Please cross the rods for yes. All right, so unfortunately, Monique, I think I'm going to end the session real quick. So Monique, I'm really sorry. Again, I can't force spirits to come through. my spirit guide did find your parents, but they're not available to talk, and that's not always a bad thing. So don't think anything negative. Just sometimes spirits aren't always available to talk at the time. We can always try later. Sometimes I have had success either later in a show or sometimes even a separate show. We've been able to finally get certain spirits, you know, on the Dowsing Rod. So I apologize. I apologize. Yeah, spirits are just something like you can't control. You just hope that they come through. All right, and let's see my. I'm trying to make sure I don't skip anybody. So, Kathy. All right, so Kathy was asking about a future husband. Okay, Kathy, if you're still there, can you pop in the chat and just say hi if you're still there? Just want to make sure. I always like to do readings if you're still here. If you had to go, that's okay. I understand. And then maybe if any of you had a second request, some of you I know, I think Cheryl she had lost somebody close to her. Cheryl, we might be able to do Dowsing Rods if you're still around for that. And if after this. So if Kathy's here, we'll I'm gonna go ahead and clear the deck and shuffle while I'm waiting. Yeah, I've been shuffling every time, and it's pretty wild how we still been getting a few of the same cards coming up for everybody. So definitely something going on with the astrological as well. I'm not an astrology expert, by the way. I'm really not. I've been involved in paranormal off and on for 25 years, but had really started getting into tarot and dowsing rods for a while. I've been doing dowsing rods for a few years. Tarot was fairly newer, but I really, a lot of times I did stuff a little more privately. But I wanted to kind of reach out and start doing some things for you guys on my channel and on my show. And so I really like helping you guys. I do. It's really fun to be able to help give you guys some guidance and sometimes even contact people for you. Okay, so I haven't heard from Kathy. She probably has a hard time with either a signal or so she kind of pops in and out. But we'll go ahead and we'll do it. So if she does watch this in replay, or maybe she is watching, but maybe she can't get to the keyboard. Maybe she's like my wife right now, who's doing her nails, so this has a hard time typing. Okay, so here we go. Kathy Seal, this is for you. This is about your future. Oh, let me ask Tarot while we shuffle here one more time. Tarot, could you please give us some guidance on when should Kathy Seal meet her future husband? Can you please give us some guidance? And yeah, I know you're here, honey. Okay. I just know you're busy with your nails. Okay. All right, let me refocus this again. So Kathy, Kathy Seal really would like to know when to meet her future husband. All right. Right here. There we go. Queen of Cups and the Six of Cups. Awesome. So that's our deal. So the Queen of Cups. And again, just like before, I always read to you guys the technical thing. Goddess energy. Hello, may I have a general read, please? Absolutely. Let me finish up here with Kathy Seals. All right, Kathy. This is saying that you need to act with conviction regarding a significant relationship. So this is nurturing. Now let's look at the Six of Cups for to clarify. Okay, so the Six of Cups is reach out to someone that you care about and share a memory or create a new one. So when you're talking about when is the time for a husband, or are you going to meet a husband soon? Again, I really think that depends on you right now, okay? Because in all honesty, you have the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is really telling you that you need to act with conviction regarding a significant relationship. And this is talking about reaching out to somebody you care about and sharing, creating a new one. So it's very possible you may know your future husband right now. Maybe you have a relationship with somebody. Maybe you have a fiance or a boyfriend. And right now, this is telling me that this is the time to reach out, start sharing memories, get closer, and then you may end up getting popped the question, if that makes sense. Now, if you don't have a relationship, what this is saying that this is time to act, to reach out to some significant relationships. So again, you may possibly know some people, maybe somebody at work, somebody that's a good friend that you've been thinking about, a romantic interest. And this is the time to reach out and start sharing some of your memories. That's what this clarifier is, sharing memories and starting new memories. So go and do something with that person. So I hope that helps, Kathy. All right. So Terry Lynn finally got her nails done. Awesome. I know you've been happy. I know you've been neglecting them for the last few years. So now she feels pretty again, which you're always pretty to me, honey. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle the deck, and Goddess Energy, you said you wanted a general read, please. I want to ask Goddess Energy, could you please give us maybe a topic? Would you like to know something about your career, love life, like finances, family? Is there a certain topic that you would like me? I always like to try to narrow down that way, tarot. So love, here we go. It's always good to narrow it down. That way tarot can give you the best guidance possible. I'm just the conduit. So I'm no psychic, just a conduit. I'm just doing what the cards are, give the intuition. All right. Here we go. I'm sorry, let me shuffle. All right, so Tarot, Goddess Energy would really like some guidance on their love life, okay? Their love, their relationships. What guidance do you have in the way of love and relationships? Okay, please let us know. Okay, right here. Thank you, Tarot. All right. Ooh, right here. These two stuck out to me right here. This is the two that I want. All right. All right. We have the Empress, and we've got the Page of Swords. It's again a couple really common cards that we've been having. So, I like to let you know. Of course, this is a major arcana card. This is going to represent your divine, like your feminine divine. Okay, the essence of beauty, abundance, and nourishment. Okay, and this is about the natural world, like how to take care of the world, even how to take care of yourself and others. So, and for the clarification, we have the Page of Swords. Okay, so the Page of Swords is lots of ideas but no focus. So great energy you have a lot of great energy for generating new thoughts, but eventually choices must be made. So it sounds to me like in this sense there is a real feminine energy about you, and that again, this is that Empress card for your love, and that's not a bad thing, because this is for caring for others, but also taking care of yourself, making sure that this is time to maybe start fixing yourself up. Like even my wife, who just got her nails done, she hadn't done them in a while, but this may be time for you to, for your love life, start taking care of yourself, start nurturing yourself, beautifying yourself. And again, the Page of Swords, which was just saying, this is the time, right? So, yes, for your love life, absolutely. And again, I just want to clarify, because I want to make sure that I give you this best possible reading. What was it? I had another thought, and I'm trying to remember it right now. Oh, so yes, with the Page of Swords, this is what I was talking about. This is the clarification. So this is saying that when it comes to your love life, you're thinking about all these different things, but you really need to stop, clarify. You got to focus. Okay, just calm down, spend some time, get yourself together, beauty wise. Go get your hair did, your nails did. Go do some stuff, and then again, make some decisions. Don't sit there and get too like, oh, what about this? What about this? What about this with my love life? Just start focusing, clarify some of those things, start simplifying some of the things in your love life. Okay, so I hope, Goddess Energy, I hope that is a good read for you. I hope that makes sense to you. Again, I don't know you personally, so hopefully that makes sense. Often I find that tarot's pretty good, pretty accurate on those things. Okay, we got Facebook user need a card question. How are my kids doing in the near future? My oldest daughter has very bad years. What does the future bring to her/me? Okay, so Goddess Energy, thank you so much. Thank you for letting me read for you. Again, guys, when you're out there in chat and you let me read for you, that's awesome. I love that. I love that you let me have a part of your personal life and trust me with that. So thank you so much. And again, the best thing you can do, you can always donate or tip, obviously, but if you can't, the best thing you can do is just share, like, and subscribe this with people, and hit that notification bell. I'm telling you, that way you can come back here whenever I go live, and you can always ask for more readings. So Facebook user, is this a new person, or is this still Monique with the oldest daughter? Because again, this is what I see. It just says Facebook user, so don't get offended if I don't know your name. You'll just have to go in and do the permissions next time, or you have to allow StreamYard the permissions. That way I can see your profile, just like other people on here, like Tia Richards or something. Here you can see her name, but if it doesn't have permissions, yes, it's Monique. Okay. I just wanted to make sure, Monique. So we get a lot of Facebook folks. So okay, so you're looking to find out basically what you're wanting to know. It sounds to me like you're wanting to know. It sounds like your oldest daughter may have had some rough times, but you're looking at what is her future going to be any better? Is that kind of what you're getting at? Monique says, right. Does the future... Okay. Does the future getting better? Okay. Well, let's find out, Monique. Let's find out about your oldest daughter. Okay. I was going to say, if you want to put her first name, that might help. We can do it without. No big deal. All right. Let's clear the energy. Previous energy. Get another good shuffle. All right, tarot. Could you please give us some guidance? We're looking for Monique. She's wondering about her oldest daughter. Could you please give us some guidance on her what her oldest daughter is going some guidance in life, basically. Okay, what is her older daughter going to have a good future or a better future? What does her future hold? And let's just say, Tarot, what is Monique's oldest daughter? What is her immediate, in the next 5-year future hold for her? In the next 5 years. All right. Oh, this really... No, I don't like this. These two are what's calling to me. This two right here. We have the Knight of Swords. And we have the Five of Pentacles. Okay? So let's take a look at this. All right? And don't get stressed out yet. All right? So the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords means that use clear-headed and logical thinking to achieve your goals and be decisive. Clarity and decisiveness. Now, this is what we're going to use for clarity on the clarity. Okay, so again, level-headed, and then this is our clarity. So the Five of Pentacles means that be prepared to face material difficulty. You may need to ask for help or borrow money to get through difficult times. Okay, so Monique, there's going to be some positive and negative to this. So I know that your oldest daughter has had a tough time, and you're looking at the future ahead. So what this is telling me that I'm not sure what your daughter may be going through, but the card that Tarot chose for you or for your daughter was the Knight of Swords. And it's a lot about that clarity, making decisions with a level head or common sense decisions. So a lot of times I find that this card with people in this situation, I don't know if she, and again, I don't want to sound too personal. So please don't take this the wrong way. I don't know you personally, like with your daughter or anything, but I don't know if she has any kind of drug problems or alcohol problems, or maybe even relationship problems. But something that's afflicting her is causing her to not make the correct decisions. And this is saying that in the future, she will need to have that clarity, that mental clarity. So whatever is affecting her, whether it's a drug, alcohol, or a relationship, she's going to need to get rid of that, because the clarity on this is the tough times and asking for help, borrowing money. This is the type of future that she's going to have. So a lot of times, to me, the clarification is also a warning of what happens if you don't quite follow the main advice, which is to make clear decisions. So, okay, so she has a mental disease. So again, this is what I'm talking about. So it's very possible that the borrowing of money and things like that, this is just financial hardships associated with that, the mental clarity. So if she does have a mental disease, or again, whatever is afflicting her, and sometimes people can be treated for the mental disease, but there still may be things in her life, bad influences, things like that. But whatever it is, for her to make good decisions or for her better future, she's going to need to have a more clear mind, and that may even mean medication or better medication, those type of things. Okay, so I hope that makes sense, Monique. She spends money all the way. So yes, so hopefully that makes sense, and it sounds like these may be the right card. I always feel like they're the right cards no matter what. The only time I ever feel like they're the wrong cards is if I'm not focused on the question. And usually I catch myself if I'm not focused and I go to start like spreading them out and I haven't had that clarity, and then I usually will restart and refocus. But in this case, once I get to that spread point, I'm usually focused on the question. So it makes sense. Thank you very much. She has just taken new medication. Awesome. So good. I'm glad to hear that this was a good reading for you. So that makes sense. And again, that's what I'm telling you. Oh wow! I just dropped my tarot cards, folks. Oh, I hope that's not like 7 years bad luck. I was being clumsy. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. The edge of my. Okay, so no more tarot readings. I'm just kidding. So, but yes. So I would like to get need to kind of wrap things up here, folks, because it is almost 7 o'clock my time, and we need to eat dinner. So I've been on a intermittent fasting diet, so I don't get to eat a whole lot. So it makes it. So I always look forward to dinner because I actually get to eat a good dinner. All right, so I hope it's not because of my question. No. It was because I was clumsy. Sometimes people look more into it. No, I was just clumsy and I knocked it off. I'm not normally a clumsy person, but I did that on accident. So, okay. So I would like to end with a little bit of a session. Oh, I don't think we had what's her face here. Sorry. Cheryl, I don't know if you're still here. Cheryl, if you're watching, I am going to do a little bit of Dowsing Rods. And Monique, I will try one more time to see if we can reach your parents. Since you've been such a good guest in the chat, you've gotten your money's worth today. You've gotten your free worth, right? But no, I love it. I love that I could help you. And it sounded like everything we did, Monica, today for you really seemed to be right there, other than not being able to reach your parents. Okay. And again, for those of you that may not be real familiar with dowsing rods, I do like to show you guys. See, this is the handle that I hold on to. You can see it just kind of free spins, right? See that? And I just hold on to it. Okay, and I let the rod, I just kind of set it to where it's I actually even aim it a little down, and I just kind of let it whenever the spirits move the rods, they move the rods. So I just wanted to show you that. Just focus my energy. Just letting the rods, just making sure they're kind of balanced, and aim them down just a little bit. That way the spirits have to actually move them slightly uphill. So that's another way I know that they give us good communication. Spirit guide, if you are here with us still, could you please cross the rods for confirmation? Let me know that you're still here. All right. My spirit guide usually is always here, but I just always like to ask them. Thank you for that. Can you please straighten the rods, please? Okay. And let me ask you, are Monique's parents, Allie or Albert, is Monique's parents available to speak? Is either one of them available to speak? Can you please cross the rods for yes? Okay. Okay, so my spirit guide is actually pushing apart the rods, which means that that's a hard no, that they're definitely not available right now to talk. All right. Thank you for that. You can straighten the rods, please. All right, I just thought I'd ask again, Monique, since we're at the end of the show, or toward the end of the show, I figured I'd ask again for you. All right. Spirit guide, thank you so much for your help today in helping us try to reach some people. We did actually reach an individual earlier. We were able to get Pamela on the rod, so I appreciate that. Spirit guides, could you please make sure that all spirits leave our house and go back to where they come from? I appreciate that. And thank you so much for your help and everything that you do for me. And I'm going to end the session, the communication session for the day. Thank you so much. All right. And spirits, again, you're not welcome here. Please go back to where you came from. We're done with the sessions, and we will do that again soon in the future. So I just want to make sure. Says hello. Eldona says hello. Are you on donations? We do. We have the Cash App. You can donate or tip. Again, you don't have to. I do like to do. I do the readings and things for free for people. But if you like it, just like with anything, you can tip. You can donate. And if you can't do none of that, then just like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can come back whenever I do readings. Hopefully that helps you. Okay. All right. But yes, folks. As far as Mom Red, Morgan Karen. Hi, how are you? It's like always like it's always like right toward the very end when I go to end the show, all of a sudden I get like people start popping in all of a sudden, like right as I go right toward the end. It always happens that way. So Monique, thank you for trying. Never have seen this. A big thank you. I go sleeping and have nice dreams, I think. Thank you very much. See you another time. Greetings from Holland. Yes, so much, Monique. I really do appreciate it. And again, hit that notification bell. That way you know whenever I come back on. And every Thursdays, I do shows. I have Stacy Talish on here with me, who's also a Pyomayambe. He does different things, but he's there with me. And usually like Wednesdays and Thursdays, but Thursdays sometimes we focus more on paranormal stuff. But throughout the week, guys, I've been trying to go live as much as I can at some different times a day, but usually in the evenings, my time. So guys, love you. Come back. And again, if you want a reading, or if you want dowsing rods, if you want to reach out to somebody, or if you want tarot readings, please, again, reach out, let us know, keep an eye out, hit that notification bell. But folks, in fact, before we leave, here we go. So this is me. So if you didn't see what I look like in the beginning of the show, here I am. Okay. So guys, thank you so much. My wife and I, we really appreciate it from everyone here at Beyond the Veil on the Everything Paranormal show. Thank you all so much for showing up. And I really do hope that all this helped you guys. Hey, come back. We'll do more. And remember, we'll see you in the next video. Okay? Seek the truth.